Hey, 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 it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn. And let me do one thing here. I ain't gonna be on too long because, child, I got to go to bed. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta turn on some things because, child. Okay, we got some folks in here. What's up, y'all? Consuela, what's up? Rita, what's up? Yeah, I just had to just hop on right quick because there were some questions um that was on darn it, what you call that darn thing? Um Hold on, I'm trying to do two things at once. Why did I just go blank? Instagram. That's hilarious. Hold on, y'all. I'm on a totally different screen. Hold on, I gotta do something right quick. I'm on a totally different screen. Um, and so hopefully when y'all go on Instagram, y'all see like if I say case update on YouTube, that means y'all gotta come to YouTube and figure out what's going on. Hold on, I'm doing something behind the scenes. I'm a be with y'all in just a second. Let me see. Dang it. This is so hilarious. Yeah, I just hopped on, so I'm like so unprepared. Yeah, bear with me. I need to go to bed. What in the world, Cassandra Lynn? All right. So we're gonna do that like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Okay. Um, what is going on? Oh, everybody came in. Kaden, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'll be doing. There we go. Okay. So the main question was the attorney fees. Okay. So with default judgments, how can I say this? So in James's declaration, he put damages. He also put pain and suffering, like the cost dealing with the process server, attorney's fees, and then that totaled to like 140 something $1,000 if I'm not mistaken. Uh the judgment stated that the attorney fees was stricken. Okay. And let me pull that up too. I don't know why everything just won't be shitty today. Maybe because it's raining outside. You know what? And I'm gonna also pull up the order. Give me a second. Let me do this too, cause and where is the declaration? Okay. So if y'all have questions, definitely ask them now, cause I just kind of and I be assuming everybody knows this. All right. So this is what he submitted to the court by declaration. Okay. Um I'm not even going to I don't feel like going pulling up his freaking medical records, right? So, his damages is going to include his lost wages that he submitted. You remember those invoices that he submitted, right? So, it's going to include that. It's going to include the dental bill that he submitted. Remember, it says that he had so many veneers replaced or entered or whatever. Okay. He had a therapist bill, but we didn't see any other bill like an emergency room bill or an urgent care bill or physical therapy bill or anything of that nature. Okay. So it's just the dentist bill, the invoices from, I guess, services that he usually, I don't know what he's an entertainer. So those as well as the dental bill. So dental, therapist, lost wages. That is all that he submitted as far as his damages go. In order to for him to have provided or not provided to get this 77,000 at least, he would have submitted medical records to show that it was medically necessary for him to get this treatment due to the injuries that he sustained on that night. All right. So, for instance, if he submitted the dentist bill, okay, you can't just submit bills and think that the judge is automatically going to grant you the amount of your bills. It does not work like that. You have to prove it up. Y'all heard me time and time and time again to that I stated to you guys that if you file suit against somebody, you have the burden of proof. You have to prove your damages. That is why he didn't get what he was asking for because he did not prove his damages. It's as simple as that. Um, the therapist bill. He submitted a bill for therapy, right? That therapy could have been for anything, not even related to the incident that took place at the Tamara Braxton's event. It could have been for anything else. And I've showed y'all in past videos how I submit records to the court. I'll show you the whole demand package and affidavits with the medical records and the billing records. So in this case, James did not do that. Okay. So that is the reason as to why the judge said, okay, because if we add both of these, the damages and the pain and suffering, that will give us the 127,000 and some odd dollars. The judge said no. You're only going to get 35K because that is what he provided. So people are going to be, well, he should have got way more. No, he should not. If you cannot prove that your damages is 127K, you're not going to get that. This is one thing that I have been trying to get people to understand all day is that it's not going to be based off of hearsay. When you go before a judge, it has to be tangible. He has to be able to see it. Oh, okay. Well, I see here that it shows that you had to get these three, teeth, pulled because of what happened. Or I see that you had therapy on this date, and this date, and you guys talked about the incident that happened at the Love and War concert. Okay? That is how that works. Because anybody can be like, oh, you owe me 127K, and you have no proof as to why they owe you 127K. It's not, oh, well, she hit him and da 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 da. Okay, she hit him. So what injuries did he sustain by her hitting him? That is what you have to prove to the court. That's number one. So it's crazy because people don't tell me how to do my job. This is what this is real life to me. This is what I do on a daily basis. I have to get money for clients, plaintiffs such as James. And if I'm ordering your medical records and that's all you have, that's all we're going to submit. I can't get you no more than what you give me. That's why I always stress the clients. If you are injured, you're going to go treat for your injuries. That is the only way you maximize your case value. I got a guy today. He don't want to go treat. I don't know what to tell you. You ain't about to get 100K. Because the insurance company gonna be like, well, you're not that hurt. You didn't treat. Same instance here. Krishan does not, because normally what happens if it was an entity, if it was even if it was a car wreck, people have insurance, and that's what we do. We go after the insurance company. But because she does not have insurance, the only thing you can just do is get a judgment in hopes that she pays it. Okay. Buttercup, you did say that. You did say that. Okay. So at the end of the day, how anybody feels about what he should and should not have gotten, I've always said that he's going to walk away with something, but it's not going to be much based off of what he submitted to the court. He only proved 35K. And out of that, I don't even know how much his lost wages are. And it is what it is. Now, as far as the attorney's fees, that was another thing. Well, he should pay his attorney fees out of his settlement. Not necessarily, because here they asked for 15,000. The judge struck that, which means that the attorney ain't getting dilly squat. Because why? The attorney didn't even submit his paperwork showing exactly what it is that he done on this case. We always keep a tally. That's why the attorneys are so, like, I make sure each attorney, they all have their own systems that I log into when I'm handling their cases, and I make sure that I notate. But people don't realize that when you're dealing in personal injury cases, as a plaintiff's attorney, we work on a contingent basis, meaning that you don't pay us up front. So if a client comes in, whether it's a slip and fall, whether it's assault, whether if any type of injury, we sign them up, they sign a contract, and we break down the fees. We say, okay, our fee is 33 and a third percent if we get a settlement. If we got to go to court, it's 40%. If we got to appeal that, it's 45%. But either way, if we get a settlement, our fees come out of that settlement. So what's deducted from a settlement? The attorney's fees, whatever case expenses we spent, whether we had to get medical records, billing records, any other type of records, if we have to get an expert witness, if we had to serve the person, file the petition, all of those are deducted from the settlement. So attorney fees, case expenses, and then if you owe any type of medical bills, then we work with the insurance, not the insurance, the medical providers, and reduce your medical bills, so that puts more money in your pocket. But here, we don't know what his contract was with his attorney. All I can see from right now is that the attorney ain't getting dilly squat. Now, if he has like something on the back end in the contract that says, okay, we're going to take 20% out of your, the settlement, then that may, as that's what's going to happen. However, I am assuming when it, because in California it's different. Well, I can't say it's different because the firm that I was working with, we didn't do ours like this. It was fair. It was the same as in Texas, New York, and California. So the attorney fees will come out if you get a settlement. Here, I don't know what this is. I don't know if he tried to get anything extra and the judge said no because you didn't prove. And honestly, $15,000, that's extremely high. Because the only thing that this man did was file a petition. He got her served, and he filed what is this, the default judgment, as well as the declaration. But that's not $15,000 worth. That's all I'm saying. Everyone wants other people money that work hard. Yeah, and I get that. I honestly get that. But when it comes to personal injury cases, hey, look, hey, if an injury is sustained, we're gonna get as much as we can out of you. I'm just being honest. This is coming from a plaintiff's paralegal, okay? We're gonna get as much as we can, but you have to do your part as a plaintiff. If you say that you are hurt, then you need to go treat. If you say that you sustain these injuries, we need to be able to prove that. And for him to only get 35K, I mean that it's still good, but sir, you made like, I don't know. Your mouth was caved in. Okay? What? Geez. Were they uninterested in submitting? No, and that's the thing. Let me tell you, it makes it hard on us as a. That's why I said, when as a plaintiff's paralegal, if I ask you, there's two things that I'm gonna do. All right, in pre-litigation, if you have your bills or whatever, what you call that, documentation to show your damages, I get them, I review them, and I say, okay, I will make that call if I need to formally request your records. Because sometimes you will catch somebody in a lie. They say, well, da 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 da, da, and I get your medical records and it says it's not even related. Like, I've had people that be like, well, my medical bill is 100,000 because of this. And I look at the medical bill and it has nothing to even do with the injury that you sustained in this incident. So, with that being said, we seen everything that James has submitted. Now, the crazy thing about California is that they filed in their declaration, they filed everything. We don't do that here in Texas. But in California, you see that. And what he submitted, that was it. Because if there were more, then he would have amended the declaration again and added more to that to prove up his damages, but he did not. So he didn't do that. Thus the reason him getting 35K. The attorney didn't submit his not his damages, but his bill showing what he did on the case. Therefore, it was stricken from the record. Like, the judge says, you're not getting paid that 15,000. Now, whatever contract he had with James, there is a possibility that he gets a percentage out of that, and that's probably all. Okay. Um, they granted the cost because that's provable. Because the process server actually has documentation showing that she was served in their attempts of getting Krishan served. So that's tangible evidence that the judge can see. If he can't see it, he's not going to grant it. Point blank, period. Yes, people really did think he was getting life-changing money. They really did. They really did. What do you remember when his daughter now said that he was already scheduled to go to the dentist to get? Yeah, and that is the reason as to why he didn't get what he was asking for. Once again, whatever was submitted, that's all they considered. The judge even said it here. Wait, where'd it go? The plaintiff's written declaration. That's the only thing that they considered. Nothing else. Nothing else. All him and lawyers was thinking about was money, not thinking that he barely got. Yeah, and that's normally what happens. And it's not even with celebrities, baby. I be seeing people, they come be like, child, I done fell in Walmart. I done fell in Kroger. I done fell in HEB. I done got, man, what? I done got hit by a ice cream truck. I done got hit by a 18-wheeler. Like, people honestly think that they're just automatically going to get a certain amount because of the status of somebody, or the reputation that a certain business has. It does not work like that. It, because if that did, everybody would get paid. Okay, trust me when I tell y'all, everybody would get paid. That's not how it works. That's why I always say tangible evidence. I don't care what type of case this is, the judge will never go by hearsay. They will never go by hearsay. You can walk in a room, in a courtroom, and be like, Judge, I fell in IKEA and my bills is $200,000. Just because you said your bills is $200,000 does not mean that the court is going to award you $200,000. You have to prove that your medical bills, that your damages was $200,000. You got to prove that you could not have gone to work because of your injuries, because you slip and fell in IKEA. It does not work like that. And so, yeah, people be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Krishan Rock. We're about to get some money." It don't work like that. I was like, "What y'all think?" His daughter also said her father. Yeah, I mean, yes, he was lying, but however, there was documentation showing that he was injured. It was there. It wasn't a lot, but it was there. Oh Lord, it's almost 12 o'clock, midnight. Yeah, so I just wanted to pop on to kind of clear up anything from that video. So like I said, as far as the attorney's fees go, um, the judge says you're not getting that $15,000, but like I said, there could have been an attorney-client agreement. Obviously, there is. I hope there is. I hope he doesn't run his firm like that. That says, okay, if I do this case with you, when we go to litigation, we're going to take this much out of your settlement. So hopefully he will get paid something. And then the remainder will go to him. Now, I don't think James had any medical bills that were open, so he doesn't have to worry about paying any medical providers. Um, and that's it. He really didn't have anything. It was just your, I'm surprised he even got that much. It honestly, it's not a lot. It really is not a lot at all. At all. I I could get this for a little soft tissue injury in a car wreck. Yeah. Hell, I just settled the case today. So Krishan not even considered a millionaire on paper. No, she's not. She's not. But it just goes to show this is just another lesson learned. This is another Lesson learned. Just keep your hands to yourself. Go, hey, stay quiet like you're doing. Don't. She's on a whole nother level. She's past that. Just continue to ignore these people and keep living life and take care of your baby. That's it. That's all. Don't pay no mind, because what happens is you get yourselves in situations, and then sorry for talking, but what are the odds if I tore my meniscus and have to have surgery from running from a rodent after asking my landlord? Oh Lord. Child, what? Well, first of all, here is the thing that I'm going to tell you. If you have medical, see, one thing I look for in medical records is usually the doctors, like if you go and you state like, okay, I am running, well, I tore this because I was running. So that same story that you just told me, I hope you told the doctor so they could put that in their medical records. But you may want to talk to a personal injury. There's two things you need to do. One, talk to a personal injury attorney to see if you possibly have a case. I don't know what state you're in, but that's one thing that you need to do. The second thing you need to do is if you have contacted your landlord several times and they haven't done anything, you need to contact the city, the what is that, code compliance, and ask them what you need to do. Also need to contact the Department of Health and Human Services. That's what you need to do, and they will point you in the right direction. But personal injury attorney, the city that you live in, code compliance as well, because that's the health department. You need to talk to them about that, and then also the Department of Health and Human Services. Her lawyer did a good job though, because what he was claiming was ridiculous. I mean, here's the thing. I can't say that her lawyer really did anything, only because the default they still considered the default judgment. I'm just gonna be real honest with y'all. They s- they still do, they still considered the default judgment. So really, technically, Krishan's attorney didn't do anything. I'ma just be honest with y'all. She really didn't do anything but filed an answer and spoke on her behalf. However, it is because James did not submit where he was supposed to submit. And that's all I'm gonna say. If she did spoke on her behalf, the same thing that I'm saying, I'm pretty sure she told the judge. Well, he didn't prove up his damages. He didn't show that his treatment was medically necessary. The same things I'm telling y'all is probably the same thing Krishan's lawyer told him. It's the truth. You only got 35K of the seven, because y'all have to realize he asked for 77,000 in damages. That means that your medical bills, your dentist, and your therapy bills should equal this. But in addition to your bills, you need to have the supplemental medical records to show that it was medically necessary for you to have those treatments, for you to go to the therapist, or you to replace your veneers, or for you to get treatment outside of, whether, well, he didn't have physical therapy, or I don't even think he went to urgent care. And if he did, it was never in these records. And then pain and suffering, you have to show that you're going to have some type of effect afterwards due to this. You have to show that there's going to be some type of mental anguish, physical impairment, all of that, in which he didn't. And before somebody come for me, it's all, I have all the documents here. He didn't. Because if he did, he would have amended the filing and provided supplemental documents, in which he did not. So yeah. Yeah, she definitely needs to ignore it. Yep, yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Not every what? Eh, baby, I can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. She can absolutely make that money quickly from one of her platforms. Yeah, she can. That's why I said just pay it and just move on. That's all you got to do. Is this is just a lesson learned. This is a lesson learned. That's all that is. Cause don't nobody want to be paying out no money to nobody. Okay. You're welcome, Consuela. Hey, Melanin. All right, y'all. So it's 11:40. I gotta wake up. I've been sick all last week, so my docket is pretty full. So I know I got a few people in my inbox asking me to explain, and so I was like, that's the least I can do. But I'm about to get up off here. Um, definitely, if y'all didn't tune in to the update, definitely tune in. Definitely comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, I could put out some more content later on this week, but it just depends on how fast I get through this docket. But thank y'all for tuning in. What you say, Gold Digger? So none of what was submitted, therefore, only amount for serving her and for teeth. Pretty much. That dentist bill was out. That's what I'm saying. The judge probably was nice to say, okay, yeah, you was hurt, so I'm gonna give you a little something, but we all know that all 38 of your teeth or however much was in your head was not knocked out. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, good night, y'all. I'ma chop it up with y'all tomorrow if I can. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Thanks, Sadine. I think Sidon. I think that's how you say your name. Good night. Bye, y'all.